What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today, and guess what? It's for a BFR. How could you have guessed? Game 78 against the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver at 9 o'clock. It was a late game on April 6th. Score ends up being 3-0 for Vancouver. Hawks dropped to 25, 47, and 6. Shots were 33-29 Chicago. Hits were 42-35 Vancouver. Faceoffs were 24-19 Chicago. Power plays, Chicago goes 0 for 3, Vancouver goes 1 for 3. Demko saves 33 out of 33 in the shutout win. Stalock saves 26 out of 28. For the Hawks, Bjork and Englund were in, Wagner and Tenorti were out. The Hawks did themselves a favor here by losing to Vancouver. However, I'm not sure if Anaheim or Columbus will get another point by the end of the season. It worries me about the rest of their schedule. If Columbus can get at least a point against Philadelphia in their upcoming schedule, that would be huge. Anaheim plays Arizona tomorrow night. If Anaheim could win that game, that would be humongous. But we'll see what happens. So we go to the first, where both teams were passing a bit too much. Kachuk absolutely robbed on a rebound. Seth Jones stopped. Dickinson has a chance covered. 9:37, Vancouver penalty to Bear for high sticking, which would be killed. 3:44 then, it's a Vancouver goal to Andrei Kuzmenko, his 38th of the season, from Pettersson and Hyros, who would get his first NHL point right in that in this sequence. And he would get another as well, but that makes it 1-0. We go to the second period, where Stalock absolutely robs Beauvillier. A fantastic windmill save. It was fantastic. Joshua flew into the Hawks bench. 17:54, Chicago penalty to Taves for hooking. And at 16:07, Vancouver makes the Hawks pay. It's a deflection power play goal. Vitali Kravtsov with the goal, his 4th of the season, from Garland and Hyros. That would be Hyros' second NHL point, to make it 2-0. Burrows was absolutely robbed. Reichel has a break saved. Amon was saved, and Hughes was saved. 7:54, Vancouver penalty to Amon for holding the stick, which would be killed. Kachuk was denied. Both goalies were making incredible saves. 2:26, it's a Chicago penalty to Kachuk for tripping, which would be killed. We go to the third, where Murphy lays a big hit on Garland that the crowd was not very happy with, as they would boo. Radish was denied. Kuzmenko had a near break. Vancouver has a deflection that's saved. 14:15, it's a Chicago penalty to Kara for interference, which would be killed. Then Reese Johnson was hurt on an elbow/hand. I couldn't really tell what it was, to the face. Words were exchanged, and Radish was also slow getting off the ice. Both would stay in the game, though, so that was nice. Reichel has a one-timer saved. 7 minutes to go. Chicago and Vancouver each get a penalty. Athanasiou and Hughes for roughing. And it was in retaliation, so Athanasiou and Hughes are kind of wrestling on the ground. And that was after an attempted hit on Reichel by Burrows, and then Murphy and him start going at it. The only penalties on the play are Athanasiou and Hughes. They both get 2 minutes for roughing, and both were yapping at each other in the penalty box. They weren't done. But Vancouver gets the extra penalty, so Hughes gets the extra roughing call, and that would be a Hawks power play, and it would be killed, but the power play did look good. Kara would be saved. Vancouver still looked for more with a 2-0 lead. 59.9 seconds, it's a Chicago empty net. Stalock gets pulled, but with 24.4 seconds to go, it's a Vancouver empty net goal, kind of Billard style, the way Miller was playing. He was kind of like got the pool stick and just kind of fired it into the net. That would be his 30th of the season. JT Miller with 30. You heard it here. He's been much better under Rick Tocchet. From Besser and Tyler Myers to make it 3-0. So that would conclude the game. Wasn't too much to report on that game. And we're nearing the end now. That's game 78, so 4 more games, including one tomorrow on Holy Saturday. And then you also we'll have a BFR probably on Easter. Today's Good Friday at the time I'm recording this. And then the Monday after that, there's a game, and the Tuesday, and then that Thursday. So, but next week at this time, we're done. There will be a BFR probably posted, and then we get right into the playoff stuff, because then we got to do a season recap, a power rankings, 8 playoff series, a predictions for the playoffs, a review of the predictions of the for the regular season. It's going to be a hectic few days. I hope the playoffs can give me a little cushion. Like, hopefully they'll put some time in between them, because I need to get some videos out in that time period. So, changes in the standings. Detroit and Ottawa officially eliminated. Colorado moves up to the top of the Central, passing Dallas and Minnesota. That'll probably be different by the end of the night. Seattle clinches the playoffs for the first time in NHL history. Congratulations to them in their second year. Big after getting only 60 points last season, they're in the 90 plus point range now. So dramatic, very dramatic increase in points. Calgary and Nashville still fighting, along with Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Buffalo will probably be done by either the end of the night or the end of tomorrow. Calgary and Winnipeg currently tied. Calgary kind of choked by losing to the Hawks. They would have that spot right now. And I honestly, you didn't hear it from me, but if you're a Winnipeg fan, I'm sorry. I don't want your team in the playoffs. I've never had the amount of boredom watching a team that I do this Winnipeg Jets. And all the crap I hear going around them is that, there's no effort being put in. The management and the players and the coach all hate each other. It's a dysfunctional system, and honestly, I think they should just blow it up and start over. But, yeah, that's going to be all I have for you guys today. That's going to be the BFR. Tomorrow, game, once again, against Seattle at 9. We'll see how that goes, but hopefully a loss in regulation because we don't want any more points. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.